Hi everyone, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. Today I want to do some work for my fabric journal. I've showed it to you before. I called it a fabric book when I made it, but that's okay. It's the same book. Still made out of fabric, and I still have the very poor signature, but that's okay because this is going to be something that I work in and then finish it off eventually. But I have these pockets in here already, and I thought it would be fun just to get this going, to make something small to put in the pockets. So today's challenge is, it's the hashtag Deck the Year 2025, and today I am choosing to alter a index card, and I've already made a couple. So this one I made at first to go in here, and it was so much fun that I decided I'd like to make some more. So, but that's the reason I'm making those, is to go in there, but I could also easily just put them in my regular junk journals. But I wanted to show you kind of how I did this. I didn't sew it onto the card. I ended up gluing the fabric to the card. But first I slow stitched some items. I basically made a fabric collage and stitched it onto some backing, fabric backing, and then I just kept going until I was happy with it. Now for the edge here, I will probably end up putting some kind of a border in, but I also wanted to ink this just because I really like the look of ink. And since this is going to be backed on, well, since it's backed onto paper and put into a fabric book, I thought it would be nice if it could also be used as a journal card. It would just be a fabric journal card. Okay. So, like I said, here is the back of the card. It's got the lines. Alright, so this was the first one that I made, and I think I will tack it down some more, probably sew it down, but I'll do that on my machine, I think, just to keep it more interesting. Then I also did this one. So this one here was for a 3x5 index card, and this one is a 4x6, and I did use a template. So then all I have to do for this one is attach it and then probably trim it, and I think I will do the same thing. I will glue it down. I did embroider the stems and leaves and the centers of the flower. The other parts of the flower I got from Amazon. They were layered, and I just picked them apart, so now I can use the petals a little bit 3D, so I like that. And then, okay, so I was going to just this one's a little bit thicker. It has, I think, 3 layers of fabric. I think I'll be okay though to glue it down first and then sew it again with the border on my machine later. I didn't get quite as far as I wanted to, but there's, you know, more to life than crafting sometimes, and that's where I find myself now, is even when I want to craft, I don't always want to film, so And I just want to make sure that I get this covered as much as possible. I do think I'm going to have some fabric left over here. Some overage. So I should have actually oh well, however it works out. Don't really want to trim that right now, but after I sew it on the machine, I might sew it just on the edge here, so it's not actually on the paper, but it'll be fine. And then afterwards I will trim that off some yet where it is needed. Okay, so that's the 2. And then I had another idea for 1. And I thought we could do that one together. So same idea. I'm going to take an index card. This will be the back so I can write on it. And then I have some fabric picked out that I want for the background. I decided to go with the darker fabric. So that'll be this green. And it frays a lot, so it has to be, and it's very flimsy, so it has to be stuck down to something. And got a sticker on my finger. Alright, so I'm going to put that. In fact, today's might be more glue and not so much sewn, just for time's sake. And then if I need to, I will stitch it down or tack it down later on. But just for now, I thought we could just get started on this one, even if I can't finish it all the way. Okay, so, well, this sticker really likes me. Okay, there we go. It's gone. And I think, yeah, I'll probably need that. But I think I'm going to just trim out this card. So how is everyone doing today? I think people are probably watching less videos now because spring is here and there's more stuff to do outside, and I know a lot of people have gardens. So I don't have one, but I would like to have one. I don't think I would work in it though, because you have to kind of be in shape to do that. Unless I had all my, beds raised, I don't think I would do very well with that. Alrighty. So this is going to be my base. And I will end up sewing it down, or trimming it, because it is fraying already. Alright, so that's the top. Not that it really matters with this, but so I've done some embroidering, and I did it on lace. This one I did on ribbon. Here's another one with lace. And I thought I would just take some of those things. There's a leaf that I did on lace. And I thought what I could just come along and do is maybe just, I don't know, decorate this piece here. Just kind of like make a lace collage. Now, I did enjoy this, but I wasn't quite sure what I was doing with it, so it's kind of, you know, these are like my first practice pieces, so I probably will keep these for myself just as a reminder that that's what I did and this is possible. See, this one I had upside down and I was wondering why it didn't look very pretty. So I think this was one of my very first ones. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, I think, put this side down first. Put this one in the middle. I'm going to overlap it on the edge a little so that I can sew it down later and not have it fraying. So I'm just going to apply some glue here, if it lets me. I don't want it too thick, but there has to be some. Try scraping a little off. Okay, just start with that. I'll put this one in the middle so I can overlap things. And then this one will go here. Something like that. This is organza ribbon in the center here, so it's kind of, it does tend to fray a lot, so I'm trying to just make sure that gets tacked down. And then that one there. And then I thought it would be kind of neat to add some things like just in the, you know, to tie it a little bit all together. And I have this little crocheted heart that I made, and I was thinking I could maybe put that on here. Just take the tails off somewhat. And there's a flower. I thought maybe could just cover up some of the seams there. And then maybe put the heart there. I do have some other things that I could put on there. Like I have other ribbons. In fact, I had a ribbon that I crocheted. And I also had this flower. The crocheted ribbon is not showing up for me. I'm not sure if I brought it in with me. I thought I had, but this would be kind of cool. It is thicker than I would normally want for a regular journal, but I think for a fabric journal it could work. But I might still want some color. There's also this flower. Maybe I could just make a line down like that. And I could decide if I want any pink or do I want it all kind of warm. probably I'll do that. All right, put that away. See if I have one that's a little bit more layered. And I kind of like this one. So something like that. I don't know if I like the ribbon on there or not. I can always add it later if I think it needs it. And two, I could have added a contrasting edge to the heart, but it shows up nicely there, so I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, now I just have to take it to the machine and finish that off. And I will just put that on my pile of things to sew. So there is the back. And that is my Deck the Year 2025 challenge for this week. Go see Penny, and I will link her below. Go see her channel of how to participate if you would like to. And again, that's hashtag Deck the Year 2025. And we've been doing index cards, time cards, and playing cards. So it's a lot of fun. So if you would like to participate, by all means, it is an open collab. And again, the details are on her channel. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.